School season is here, but for many North Carolina families, it's starting with a lot of question marks. From budget cuts to new cell phone rules, there's a lot to unpack. So joining us this morning is Jessica Van with the News and Observer to break down what parents, students, teachers need to know. Good morning to you, and thank you for coming in.
Good morning.
Yes, exciting time for everyone. So you all have been reporting, of course, on some of those bigger topics that our area is facing. What are some of the district's biggest concerns right now?
So there's a lot of uncertainty going into the new school year pertaining to the budget, both at the state and the federal level. And what our education reporter, Kern Huey, found is that this is having school districts feel a little in limbo. They're just not sure how to make plans on certain things. So there's a few reasons for this. There's a loss of federal funds, there's rising costs, declining enrollment, and then what local school districts can actually afford. The other big factor is a lack of a comprehensive state budget. And so that means that some programs are on hold. That means teachers are going into the classroom without firm raises. And this uncertainty is expected to continue as the Trump administration sorts out its own budget. North Carolina could potentially lose up to $200 million in education funding. And so everyone's just a little uncertain of how the school year is going to go that way.
Yeah. So, again, kids could potentially feel this impact. And I know there's no final state budget right now in place for our state. So could students and parents see changes actually in the classroom with that being, still outstanding?
So school leaders are doing what they can to shield direct impact from the classroom. So there might not be anything immediate that they're going to notice. Teaching is going to happen. However, there are some other things that aren't as noticeable, such as fewer secretaries or assistant principals, nurses, and social workers. And so some districts they did need to cut teaching positions. And so over time, programs might be on hold. There might be some other things like that they'll feel. The good news for Wake County schools, at least, is that they're entering the school year with more bus drivers than they have before and fewer teacher vacancies. And so these are some concerns that in previous years they had entered the new year with.
All right, well, some good news there. Again,
yes.
With the bus drivers and making sure that, our kids have a professional teacher right there in front of them at the start of school. Very important. Well, let's talk about this cell phone policy. It's a big one. What exactly does it mean, and how are different districts handling it?
So there are a lot of districts that already had some rules in place, but now it's a state law. Legislators and adults don't want kids on their phones during the classroom when they should be learning. And so now students will not be able to use their phones during the school day. And it varies from district to district whether older students can use them in class changes or during lunch. But now there's some other repercussions if they do use it, ranging from warnings to having their phone taken away to potentially even suspension.
All right, well, it's good to get those rules out there so everyone knows and no confusion. Of course, even in meetings, right, we have to learn how to use our technology properly. So
exactly.
Some good insight there. All right, well, Jessica Van from the News and Observer, thank you for joining us with this insight this morning.
Thank you so much.